So coach tells the girls to run through it. They're trying to get the girls to run right into the player and the ball instead of backing off when they go in. And that's like what you say, go in strong. Go strong. And that's what you need to do when you go in for the save too, is you got to go in strong. And you got to go strong all the way to the ball. Don't back off before you get there. Once you get to the ball, then everything else happens. But until you get to the ball. Nice save, keeper. So that happened because their keeper didn't call for it, and her defender kicked it out of her hands. Gotta let everybody know that you're going to get that ball and you're in charge. Drop. Good. Good. Nice call, Nadia. Nice. Pass back. Good. Good.
You get admitted before they give your actual grade. And there's a couple that are really easy.
Oh, good ball. Don't jump. Come into a ball jump and it's going to go under you.
say, the strongest non-foul hit I've seen. Off the force.
There's a lot of force, but there was combined force between two of them.
Yeah,
It
like,
was,
yeah, it was-
they both went like this, and they both shouldered it, and then the surprising one is the one that went down.
It was completely legal, which is what I'm saying. It's like there's a lot of force involved, and yet it was completely legal.
So on that bouncer back from the header, you've got to be looking for more opportunity to get to that ball. You're waiting for that ball to bounce and then come back to you. That's a dangerous thought process. You want to be, how do I get the ball? How do I get the ball? How do I get the ball? And going out for it. You know, most of the time, yeah, letting it bounce, it's, you know, that's going to be all right. But you want to be thinking, how do I get the ball? How do I get the ball?
Not too here.
So if you found that you more smaller, does that help?
Oh, come on, Aya.
Yeah. So this is what's happening to you. You're overplaying the bounce. You've got to either get there before it hits the ground. If it's going to bounce, you've got to play a little softer on your come out if you're going to let it bounce. And that's the problem that I was mentioning just a minute ago. The waiting for that bounce is dangerous because it gives other people a chance to come in and make a play on the ball. However, if you overplay the bounce, you're going to run the risk of it going over your head. So you have to go out for it and get there before it bounces. Nice play, Sid. You all right, Sid? You good, Sid? All right.
Anna, take a knee if you need to. Sid, you good? Let's go it!
What was that? On Sid? No, she had ball.
Sid tricked the player.
What?
Sid tricked the player. It's not white.
No, Sid didn't. The ball tripped the player. Sid had ball.
Sid got her. Sid got her foot around. Somehow around.
As she fell. But not because. It's like Sid was going down before the other player was, because Sid was on the ball.
Sid took the other. Yeah, Sid slipped and took the other player down with her. Was what happened.
But she had ball, and the other player caused the fall.
The other player did not cause the fall.
Interesting. I'd have to watch that slow motion just to see what you saw. Because at full speed, I didn't see Sid on that at all. Good, Nadia.
If it actually had been Sid retaliation foul, like if Sid had taken the other player down with her after that player had tripped Sid, then it would have been a foul against the white player. That's right. That would be when it was a foul against the white, but it was a foul against Sid, from what I could see.
See, what I saw was Sid on the ball, the other player leaning into her, and then Sid going to play the ball and going down because of the pressure from the other player, and then the other player tripping over Sid. That's what I saw. So I actually wouldn't have, like, uneducated, I wouldn't have actually called a foul there, because I didn't think that there was a push. I thought it was just an incidental tangle, you know.
I saw a lean into, which is
That's totally legal.
A legal lean, and then Sid hooked her foot around, tripped her. Is what I saw.
But I think the point is that Sid, because Sid had ball, the hook happened incidentally as she fell. It wasn't a deliberate, like, hook. It was just a body motion.
Still was a hook.
But do you call fouls on people? Like, do you call a trip on somebody if they fall and somebody trips over them?
Sometimes. I've seen that called before.
I've seen it called, but I'm asking if that's a rule. Is the rule incidental applies?
That I believe so.
That one was what?
Like, see, that one was Sid just tripped.
Right.
How'd she miss that?
How did the offensive player miss it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't turn.
Well, we should definitely got information on
Like was running this way and didn't turn the hip far enough in to get a shot in. But that forward motion sideways kick is a very difficult kick to make. What was that?
Forward motion sideways kick.
Yeah. Good pass back. That's a good series right there. Good control. See, that was a funny statement. Stop tackling our sisters, guys. Especially since Holly's like half the size of that girl. It's like she's gonna bounce.
Holly bounces off everyone, including the one. All you can do is take it by hand with you.
So bigger move to the ball on that one, Nadia. I didn't get to see it very well because I was fighting my umbrella. One touch. They're still trying to send it into traffic there, and I think you got to work that play better. Talk. Nice save. I had the camera sideways, but I got that one. Nice save, Nadia. Nice job. No, they had somebody over here. Job. Good pass back. Oh, that's pretty when they do that. That's not. See that right there?
Yes, I saw that play.
That's what your team needs to do, both blue squad and school.
That's what, and they were doing that. At some
Facing back, don't turn, just tap.
and they've been starting to do that.
They've been doing more passing, but they're still, their default motion is still to turn it. And you look at that series of plays, there were 3 of them right in a row, and it was just so easy and so energy efficient. And when you're playing faster teams, that's how you beat them, is you play energy efficient and you make them chase your passes. Your blue squad would get beat that way every time. They would have to chase the other team instead of playing like that and dumping it off and getting it out of trouble or into danger instantly. Ooh.
Good try, Lala. Good try,
Henley's getting good. Oh.
Well, we wanted to hire now, but we couldn't.
Good job. Nice try, Sophie. Nice try. Keep in it. Good job, Sophie. Unlucky, but good. Nice ball. So you could hear David calling, play Gray in the middle, play Gray in the middle. That's something that you can direct from back there. And you can be the intermediary. She doesn't have to play all the way to Gray. That's a good fight, Hendley. Good fight, Hendley. Just keep your elbow down. That was awesome. Keep in it.
At this age, it must feel like that you just have like a ton of health on this.
And it doesn't feel like that at your age? No. Oh, is that just because you ignore us?
Well, I mean,
good ball.
I pretty much ignore everything. Dad's mouth. That's pretty much what I pretty much do that. Same goes for any of them who yell at the ref excessively. So for the same reason, I ignore everything that Billy says.
That was a foul. That's not a foul? I mean, she flat out took her hand and went like this.
Must have seen something different. Possibly advantage.
No, because the ball came back this way. Oh.
Oh.
At least he didn't call that one too. That's impressive dexterity right there. Hopping backwards, lifting your foot up, and tapping it right to your player.
She already had Ida.
Game fed up.
4 minutes.
5. Oh, I didn't see they have her player subbing.
Yeah, but her grandmother has come. And then he's Luca, so make sure everyone knows.
Otherwise, Blue wouldn't be allowed to sub right now.
But she's on an OR schedule on Friday.
Blue can sub if they sub.
Sub with flight subs, yeah. On any, basically anyone can sub on a throw-in if both players have a sub, at least one sub.
If the throwing team has a sub.
Yeah.
If the throwing team doesn't have a sub, then the defending team can't sub.
Correct. And you can sub on goal kicks. You cannot sub on corners, direct, indirects. Can't sub on any of those
Luca's coming out and then she'll stay in for another week.
unless it's there's an injury involved. If there's an injury, anyone can sub. An injured player needs to
Reset quick.
Get in!
What was she saying?
She was wound up.
About what?
I think the offensive player wrapped her up. She was trying to play the ball, and the other player kind of gave her a hug. Oh. Oh, nice save.